How do you describe yourself as a player for those not familiar with you yet?
Yeah, I'm just a 200-foot forward, plays physical, competes hard every shift, and loves to win.
Is there an NHL player you look up to, try to model your game after?
Yeah, I look up to, I think, Sam Bennett and Tom Wilson, Matthew Nice, a couple of those guys play hard and physical and can put the puck in the net.
What part of your game do you really want to work on improving the most?
I think just getting a little quicker, better at skating, more explosive, I guess you could say, and yeah, just get a little quicker.
How many teams did you meet with here this week?
27, yeah, so I had a busy week.
Penguins one of them?
Yep.
Kyle Dubas there?
Yep.
Talk about the Sioux.
Oh yeah, we talked about the Sioux a bit, not too much though. Yeah.
Did you tell them you liked Tom Wilson?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, they didn't like that.
Anyone take you out to dinner at all?
Yeah, I went out to dinner 4 times this week. Yeah.
A lot of steak.
Yeah,
probably.
yeah, I had steak every night.
Which teams took you?
Boston, Philly, Utah, Nashville.
How do you feel you did on the weight bench?
I don't know. I did my best. That's all I know. Yeah, I didn't look.
When you look at the playoffs right now, do you think your style of play makes your stock go up?
Yeah, I think so. If you look at the teams in the finals there and the way they play, like Hyman's obviously out, but I think the way he plays is kind of how I play, and yeah, so I think it helps me quite a bit.
Turn-wrecking ball is appropriate.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, I go around and play physical every shift. So
What's the best piece of trash talk you've ever heard on the ice?
I don't know. There's a couple good ones out there. I probably can't say them on this interview here.
When you look at the teams that took you for dinner, is it hard not to start thinking that maybe you can go in that 5 to 10 range, something like that?
Yeah, you think about that, but at the same time, you don't want to get expectations too high. You want to just kind of wait for the draft and see what happens.
Was that a pleasant surprise though when you started to see all those invitations piling up?
Yeah, no, I wasn't expecting it, but yeah, I think I proved myself quite a bit at the end of the season here, so yeah, I'm hoping it goes well for me.
How does that get organized? Like, is it just like you get here and you just find out like the next day you're going, or?
No, they usually have it planned before. They'll message me or my agent and they'll set it up and make sure my nights aren't booked, and so yeah, no, they set it up time in advance. Yeah.
You had a great U18 tournament, and I think that clicked at the end of the season like that for you?
I think it was just the team we had at the U18s. We had a young team, and it was a lot of fun. We were all pretty tight and close, so yeah, it was pretty cool. And I think I wasn't playing as much as I did in the Sioux, so I could kind of play more physical and lay the ball a bit more.
Okay. You come from a farming upbringing. Talk to me a bit about that. What is it like? Because it's all city boys now.
Yeah.
Summer camps, money, and then you got cows. What is it, dairy or?
Yeah, dairy, chickens, pigs,
Oh,
did
okay,
everything.
okay.
Yeah.
The 3 of them.
Sorry?
All 3 of. Okay,
yeah.
that's pretty rare. So
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's a huge farm.
Oh yeah, it's
Okay.
huge. Yeah.
Okay. How many of each?
We have 4,000 pigs, 60,000 chickens, and 250 cows in dairy.
That
Yeah.
is a huge farm. Okay.
Yeah.
What is it like? Because with that kind of farm, no way you can go in the city and train every day. So, what is your bringing different from most of the players here?
Yeah, I think I just work on the farm. I obviously train a bit, but yeah, no, I haven't got too into hockey training. I'm more just kind of farm strong is what they call it, I guess. So yeah, that's kind of how I grew up and put on a lot of strength and muscle.
Does that come with different values too?
Yeah, I know. I grew up and always had responsibilities and was disciplined. So yeah, I think that helps coming through hockey too. It kind of buys in and helps me in hockey as well.
Do you have a week's worth of chores backed up now, having been here when you get home?
I hope not. I think I'm hoping my brothers kind of took that part over, but we'll see, I guess.
Did you get the animal question with Montreal?
Yeah.
So you had plenty of animals to choose from.
Oh yeah, lots to choose from.
What did you choose?
On the ice, I did a bull, kind of play like an ox, I guess. So I chose that, and then off the ice, I said a parrot. I don't know. I chirp a lot, I guess, and pretty talkative. So.
Did you get any other strange questions in your interviews?
Not too many. No, I don't. Not any that I can remember.
What's the toughest job on the farm for you?
Probably stone picking. You gotta drive up and down the field and pick stones, and they're big boulders. Some of them you can't even lift. So that's a tough chore.
I've never really been on a farm in my life, so what is it about? Why do you need to pick stones? Is it just not to break the machines?
Yeah. So like we do a bunch of crops and harvest and stuff, and when we want to chop the crops off, we can't have stones in there. It'll break the equipment. So rather pick them early before spending thousands of dollars on equipment.
What's the one aspect of your game that you want to work on the next year or two?
Just get a little faster, I think, more explosive, and I think my face-offs as well, get a little stronger on my bottom hand.